Hello and welcome to our update. We are Team Plan B. Today is February the 9th. For you, we have some development work in an update on our antenna. Last week we were going to refine our antenna. If you just pan down to the right, here's our new refined antenna. We're going to cut to the time where we tested this out and how it opened up. So what you're looking at here, this is our refined antenna, as we mentioned in our last post. This is the antenna that we're going to be using for the ground station. And what we've done here is we've created these springs, and we're testing out two types of springs to see how the mechanism of this antenna, how it will open up. So what we'll do here is we'll see how it'll open up, and then we'll check back in an hour to see to test out these springs. So this is the antenna after an hour. As you can tell, it's not sitting at 90 degrees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hopefully put in less soldering in there so that it opens up. And if that won't work, we will go to these springs, which are they're heavier than the ones that we're using, but we're trying to get away with the less solder. Okay, this is our take when we have cut a little bit of that soldering cable, and we did it on the right side and we didn't do it on the left, and we still kept our same springs. So see how that will go. So as you see, the right where we kind of shredded the soldering is opened up to more than 90 degrees, but so now that you saw the mechanics work, what we're going to do is, obviously this smaller piece is going to go onto the rover, but what we have here is this larger piece. We snuck in our PCB here. This larger piece will be working on the ground station RF frequency, and what we want to do eventually is take this guy and put him onto, this is our comm, and obviously we'll be replacing this antenna with this PCB, so it'll all be in one right here. So our first thing that we need to do is test out the mechanics, see if everything opens up properly. Next step, we got to test this out to see if this antenna, this refined smaller version, works as an antenna. And lastly, make sure that all the electronics work with the comm. And step number 4, we would eventually have to place this on the whole comm on our vibration table and see how it handles. Now next, what we got is we've got inserts for our mold. This is the mold for each. There's 16 pieces of our wheel, and what I mean by inserts is a text or print. This one is Borc Илья Яковлевич. This is Alex's physics teacher, and so what we'll do is it'll go in here into the mold like so, and then if we ever get to the moon, this will be printed in lunar dust. So I don't know, having some fun with this. Next part, and lastly, we've refined our thermal regulation for our metallurgy experimentation, and we've had more success with this piece for metallurgy research. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.